2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
65.
That's out to the left and complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
11. Hey, gun. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Say hi.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down, Raiders.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw his Carr. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete to
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And a loss.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Lorenzo Carter brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Giants 3, Raiders nothing.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. are going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
Garoppolo.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's got daylight past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Giants 10. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
37-yard line.
Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet?
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues. 3 already for it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now it's Barkley. Eli Apple, a former first-round pick of these Giants in 2016, they're on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. No, he almost had it. Garoppolo's already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he finds Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
21. Hey, come on.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The tackle by O'Shea.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Now he's forced out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And yet again it's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Giants 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise,
there he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And on the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by
just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different?
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Complete to number 16,
Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Point is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Ballantyne to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. I got it. He's coming. Double up.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike 42. Mike 42.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. The throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
That catch good for only a couple.
The 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Joey Slye.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.